everyone, we're going to start our 20-minute workout. Today we're doing chair exercises. Start out with some warming up. We're going to go up over our head and stretch. And stretch over. Again, reach tall, over. Change sides, reach tall, over. And two more. Up, and over. And last one, up, and over. Okay, deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth, exhale. Next one is shoulder shrugs. We're going 30 seconds for each exercise with a 20-second breather. And gradually we'll walk in place during our 20 seconds. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Roll it out. And now we're going to walk in place, getting our heart rate up a little bit. So if you have some vegetable cans or water bottles or light weights, we're going to do some shoulder presses over your head. And try to sit up straight in your chair. Tighten your abs. If you have a mirror, you can just check to see if your elbows are across from your shoulders. You want to have good form while we're doing these. And last one. Down on your upper thighs and walk in place. Next one is bicep curls. So down by the sides of your chair, we're going to come up and down, up and down. And don't forget to breathe. Bring those hands down on the floor. Walk in place. Now we're going to move into lower body, coming up here. And first, just knee lifts. Hang on to the sides of your chair for balance. And it also helps you tighten up your abs. So doing some core work at the same time. Working those hamstrings, quads. Walk in place. Make sure you're moving your arms. That's going to bring your heart rate up a little bit too. Okay, the next one is called a heel slide. So we're just going to bring out that heel to the front. Ten on this side. Now change sides. And heel, toe, heel, toe. Good job. Walking. We're going to get behind our chair. I'm going to move my chair so you can see what I'm doing. Add some squats, so standing straight. Listen to your body when you're doing these. You can go as deep as you'd like. Last one. Walk in place. And this is the last exercise in this set. So we're going to just do a leg lift to the back. 10 on each side. 7, 8, 9, 10. Change legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. We're done with our first set. 2 left. Back to seated. Walk in place. Don't forget to breathe. It's a good way to start working out some of those Christmas goody calories that we all have. Overhead stretch, up tall, over. Change sides. Reach up, bend. Again. Up, and over. More. Great job. Walk in place. This time, let's push back and work those triceps a little bit on this break. Shoulder shrugs going up and down. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze up, relax. Up and down. One more. Walk. We're going to grab our cans or water bottles or light weights again and just place them on your upper thighs. We're ready for the upper body workout next. And shoulder presses going up. Try to keep those elbows across from your shoulders. Tighten those abs. Sit up straight in your chair. And feet are flat on the floor. Last one. Back to those upper thighs. Okay, we're ready for bicep curls. This time we're going to do one at a time. Just alternate. You can increase the weights if you continue using this video and these seem easy. You can increase the weights, larger pans, or heavier weights, whatever you have at home. Back to walk. Put those pans down. And now our knee lifts, we're going to bring an elbow across and work our waist at the same time. Just a little different variation. Back to walk. So now is a good time to start thinking about your New Year's resolutions and some ways to get healthier in 2021. Heel slides, heel toe, heel toe. Change sides, heel toe. And we've got enough time for 5 left on each side. And change. Great job. Now we're going to get behind our chair again. Time I'll go this direction. And we're going to get ready for those squats. So stand up straight. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Those squats. You go as deep as feels comfortable for you. You have to listen to your body. Great job. Okay, let's walk. You can even just do heel toe in place like I am. Last part, leg lifts to the side. Up to the back. We'll do 10 each side. 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. Try to keep your upper body still. Just working the lower legs. 2 more. Great job. 30 seconds to catch your breath. Reposition. And we're already on the last set. Great job. You're looking good. And starting out with your overhead stretch. And this time we're going to bring our other arm in front of our body to get a little more stretch. Since we're on the last leg here. And change. Should feel it all the way through your obliques, even into your hip. As you stretch here, and your obliques are the muscles that help hold those abs in, and they also support your back muscles too. 1 more. Great job. Relax. A little bit of walking. Shoulder shrugs are next. Bring them up and down. Breathe in Breathe out. So all of these exercises are great to help increase your metabolism. Also helps control blood sugar. It can improve cholesterol and even blood pressure. Okay, we're going to grab our light weights here and shoulder presses going up. Make sure you're sitting up straight. We're going to add a few more this set. This is our last set. We're going to finish strong. Last one. Lock in place. Coming up, our bicep curls, and let's do doubles this time. So we're going to go all the way up and down. Core is tight, sitting up straight, feet flat on the floor. Breathing in and out. Inhale, exhale. Great job. Put your weights down. Coming up is our knee lifts. Continue walking in place. Okay, up one at a time. Hold on to your chair for balance. I don't know about you, but I'm getting warmed up here. Kitchen is warm this morning anyway. I've had some enchiladas in the oven, and we'll be looking at that shortly here. Smells pretty good too. Okay, walk in place. Add your arms. Heel toe. So let's bring an arm out at the same time this time. Just add a little bit extra. Same side. Change sides. Heel toe. Good job. Back up. Our last time for standing exercises. We're going to do squats, and this time we're going to lift our legs out to the side instead of the back too, just for a little change. Okay, squats first, stand up straight. Here we go. Good job. If you like these kind of workouts, make sure you just go back in and use these videos to help yourself get some exercise in during your day or your break. You don't have to do the whole 20 minutes. You can break it up into 2 10 minutes. Lock in place. And last one is those leg lifts. We're going to go out to the side this time. 10 each way. Let's work those inner thighs. 10 that way. Change legs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Well done. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. Have a great day. So welcome to the cooking part now. We're going to do a healthy lunch. And today I have some chicken enchiladas, and I'm going to pair it with a lettuce fruit salad with a yogurt fruit dressing. And we'll send that recipe out also. So to begin with, the recipe calls for a little bit of oil in a pan, and we need to saute some onions. I've got my onions chopped up. Calls for half a cup of onions. So we'll move that over to the stove here and start sauteing. And then you take, in a mixing bowl, we are going to mix up, it calls for cream cheese or low fat, reduced fat cream cheese. And what I like to buy is the Nutritional cheese. And so this is an unripened cheese. It's a soft cheese, and it naturally has 1/3 less fat in it. And so it's always located by that cream cheese. Just need to look a little bit. In fact, this one happened to be on special this week at the grocery store at Dakota Crossing. So I would invite you to try it. I use it for all of my recipes that call for cream cheese, just to cut out some of that fat. It's a little more soft naturally too, so it's easier to use for your baking and different dishes. So I've got that softened up and in a bowl here, and with a little bit of water. It calls for 1 tablespoon of water. And to that, we're going to add some spices. Our spices today are cumin and a little salt and pepper. And I have those in here. Just going to sprinkle those in, and we'll mix those together. The last thing that goes in here is our cooked chicken. And so I just cooked up some chicken breasts, and all I do is put them in a little bit of water and cook until they're tender. And then I just dice them up. I'm going to add that to this cream cheese mixture. And it was 4 cups, which was about 5 chicken breasts when I got them cut up. This actually makes quite a few enchiladas. You have a dozen enchiladas with this recipe. So it's probably feed a family of 5 or 6 very easily. So you can have a couple enchiladas a piece. Okay, so we're going to leave this mixture, and when the onions get done sauteing, we'll add that to this mixture. And next we have a sauce for the enchiladas. And in this sauce, we have some reduced fat, lower sodium cream of chicken soup. I'm going to add that. Take it out here so you can see it a little easier. We're still learning how to present while we're cooking here live. So thanks for your patience. Okay, so I've got 1 can of the cream of chicken soup, and that's just concentrated. There's no water added to that. And then to that, I will add half a cup of green chilies. And I already drained these, so when you open them up, then make sure you drain them out, get that liquid out. And those will go in here. Liquid out. Those will go in. I'm just going to go give those onions a shake here on the stove. And then this also calls for 1 cup of skim milk. And so you already know I like to use our dry, non-fat dry milk. And I'm just going to reconstitute that. It's just so easy to have the dry milk around. It doesn't go bad. I actually keep mine in the freezer, and it keeps like indefinitely. So it's so easy to just reconstitute that. So when you reconstitute the dry milk, it's 1/3 cup of powder to 1 cup of water for 1 cup of milk. And it just works so wonderful for all of our baking and cooking. Mix that together. And then it also calls for 1 cup of sour cream. If you can find the light sour cream, that's what I would suggest. Again, try to cut back on some of those calories. So typically the light products have about 50% less fat than your regular products. So it's well worth looking to make that substitution. So we're going to put that in here now. And that mixes together. So this is the sauce that goes on the top of the enchiladas once we get them in the pan, and I'll show you how that goes together here in a second. I think my onions are almost done sauteing. So I'm going to get my pan ready here. So what I like to do is spray the bottom of your pan with just a little bit of probably canola oil spray if you have it, or vegetable oil. I prefer canola oil because it's part healthy. And now we have these diced onions ready. I'm going to add that to our mixture that goes into the tortillas. Mix these all together. So this is our chicken, cream cheese, spices, and diced onions. Okay, great. So now we're going to get ready to put together our enchiladas. And so I have some whole wheat tortillas here. So you can get these at Dakota Crossing. These are called roux. So you just take, I think they said about 1/4 cup of our meat mixture to go inside of the tortilla wrap here. And then just wrap them up and them in your pan like so. So the seam side goes down. And this part you could actually do ahead of time. If you wanted to have a meal ready a little quicker on a weeknight or something, I would get this all ready to go ahead of time. And then all you need to do when you get home is just pop it in the oven. So I move all these over. So far I've got 7. We'll be able to get 10 in this pan pretty easily. And I did make a couple ahead, so I actually already had the ingredients for the whole dozen. And the last one. Okay, so once you've got them in the pan together like this, now we take that sauce that we made and we're just going to pour it right over here. So my chilies are sitting in the bottom, but that's okay because I can stir it a little bit as I go across here, just to make sure we've got it over the whole pan. And now this pops into the oven. The recipe says 350 degrees for 40 minutes, but I use 400 degrees for 30 minutes. So you can kind of adjust that according to how much time you have. And these are the ones that I made ahead of time, so you can kind of see what they look like. And we'll dish one on a plate here. Okay, and then we can top that with a little more cheese. And a dollop of salsa. And there we go. The next thing I'm going to show you, I made a salad, a vegetable and fruit salad today. So we have some chopped up romaine lettuce, some cucumbers, some sweet peppers, and red and green grapes. And that's all there is in this. And I'm going to make a dressing. It's a yogurt fruit dressing to go on top of it. Okay, so in this dressing, it's super simple. All it is yogurt, some frozen fruit. I buy the vanilla yogurt. You could use a flavored yogurt also, like if you wanted to add blueberries, you could probably have a blueberry yogurt. That would be fine.
So it's the same amount of yogurt as fruit. So that's an easy way to remember it. So half a cup of yogurt. And then I have some mixed frozen berries here, and we're going to add those, half a cup of those. And this is strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. Lots of strawberries. A little bit, a sprinkle of cinnamon. Cinnamon adds some natural sweetness. Also helps to control blood sugars. So if you like cinnamon, I would encourage you to add it to some of your foods that you enjoy, like oatmeal, fruits, other cereals. Works really well for that. So we're just going to take this and blend it up. Give it a little stir here. So if you notice that it's a little bit thicker than you'd like, you can add a little bit of water. That's what I'm going to do right now. Doesn't have to be much, just a little bit to get the consistency that you'd like. Okay, so now we have a really fruity dressing we're going to add to this salad here. And I want to put this on the plate, so I'm going to grab a fork here. So remember, when we think about filling our plate, we want half our plate to be fruits and vegetables, and then half our plate with the protein and grains or starches, which is what we've got going on right here. Okay, so put a little bit of that dressing on, just so you can see what it looks like here to show you. And there we go. So this is our meal for today: chicken enchiladas and a fruity salad with yogurt dressing. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week.